So here is the AI scheduling assistant you shouldn't ignore. In this video, I'll be using Reclaim AI. So before we start, you can go ahead and click on my link down in the description to try out Reclaim for free. So as you can see, we're currently in the website. Let's click on Pricing on the top to view all their plans available. They offer Light, Starter, Business, and Enterprise. You can also switch between monthly and yearly plans. So you can check out their features and choose whichever plan you prefer. Now, let's go ahead and click on Login on the top. You can also book a demo or click on Get Started. But if you don't have an account, just click on my link in the description. So after login, I will select Continue with Google from here. And as you can see, I'm now logged in and in the main dashboard. We're currently in the Planner section. And here, you can view a calendar that you can customize. If you click on the month name on the top, you can select any date or even scroll through the months. And after the planner, we have meetings. So if you click on meetings, you'll be able to view all your scheduled meetings on this section. You can sort through different types like recurring, one-offs, and agenda. So the meetings will be categorized based on these. You can also use these filter options to make it more efficient. Also, if you have many meetings scheduled, you can use the search bar to search for specific meetings. After that, we have the scheduling option. Here, you can set your slug and create links in order to share your availability with smart scheduling links. Then we have Insights. This is where you can view your stats and insights. On the top right, if you click on Create, you can choose to create different activities like events, tasks, agents, etc. Right now, I've selected Habits under Agents. And as you can see, there are many options to choose from. So let's say we want to select Exercise. Just click on it. And after that, if you go over to Planner from the top left, you'll be redirected to the calendar page. And as you can see, the workout schedule has been added on the calendar. You can also view your other activities just like this. So let's say we want to make changes to the workout plan we've added. Here, you can click on the Edit option, and after that, you can start making your adjustments, like date and time. So here, on the Start Time, you can select which time you want to start. So go through the options and choose whichever one that you want. Then, you can also set the end time for your activities. So once you select a time, the activity on the calendar will move up and down just like this. Then, you can also set an end time for your activity. So same way as Start, just go through the options and choose whichever one that you prefer. After that, we have the Repeat option. You can go through these options and choose whichever one that you want. Or you can also select Custom in order to set up your custom repeat pattern. In this section, we can set exactly when this specific task will be repeated on the schedule, and also on which days of the week. You can just select and unselect them according to your preference. Then, you can also set an end for the task. If you want it to continue without an end, just set it on Never. So now, let's go ahead and click on Done. After that, we have the Attendees option. If you click on it, you can also add emails for different attendees who will be joining you for this task. And if the task involves video conferencing, you can connect Google Meet or Zoom. Also, you can set a location and then set a conference room for the task. Then, we have this description section where you can add descriptions or details about your task and more. This way, you will not be forgetting any context or special notes for any activities. Anyone else joining you for the task will also get to see the description and be prepared accordingly. We also have this category section where you can set a category for your task and also assign a color. So here, I will choose Personal as an example. Then, you can set between busy and free. After that, we have the visibility option from where you can set it on public or private. Here, on the Reminder section, you can set when to get reminded for the task. You can choose from the options available here or choose Custom to specify according to your preference. You can also choose how you will get reminded, for example, notification or email. So once you're done, just click on Update and all the changes will be added to your task and it will be updated on the calendar. So just by this, you can understand how efficient this can be if used properly. And that is why this is the best AI scheduling assistant you shouldn't ignore.